Is he going someplace?
Yeah.
Oh, do you go to get fuel?
We're gonna go get some fuel.
Not with that kid behind me.
Here, I'll move the cart. You want to go through here? You want to go through here?
You don't have to move that. Go right through there.
Why didn't you just throw that stuff in the...
A lot of people pre-registered.
Yeah.
You come out here and it's raining like hell.
Yeah, that's true.
You just lost your money.
Well, I see we missed the cover again.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, find out how to get into that fancy hotel over there.
Yeah.
The hotel name on the side of your car.
That's it. Sponsored by, or wish to be sponsored by.
30, 20. What caused that? 10.
They rebuild it?
4, 3, 0.
The water. Yes, from what I understand, there's the water there, and it won't push those.
It'll steam the water that gets in there before it has a chance.
Arrow.
Okay. You can take a big swing first. Okay.
That girls?
Yeah. Seems like all these years are running together.
These are same.
Okay.
Just read them.
Okay. 40. 30.
Did your kids find a place to live? They were looking for a house when they were up there?
And
Yeah.
Well, they were already. They got a house.
Well, they did?
Yeah. My one son.
Hi.
How have you been?
Good.
Haven't seen you since the boat show.
That's right.
We're here. We were here last month. We did real well.
Oh, you did?
We set 2 records.
You did.
213 on fuel, 206 on gas. And I switched over to this motor. And this motor, bigger displacement, bigger bore pistons and cylinders. So we've got a gear noise in the final drive.
Oh no.
And I don't know whether we should run it or not, so we're quitting for today. We got it safety passed the safety and tech inspection. We're going to...
You got an extra gearbox?
No, I don't have anything extra except an alternator and a starter. We pulled the alternator off to see if it was the drive for it, and it wasn't. So we don't know what it is. So we're gonna go to town right now and eat, take a shower, cool off, and then we'll come back out and work on troubleshooting it, see if we can figure out what it is. And we probably won't run tomorrow at all. Now, what we thought we would do tomorrow sometime is take it over by the mountain and take some pictures of it.
Okay.
After we get it fully dressed again.
What time?
Oh, it won't be till afternoon. Easy. Won't be till afternoon easy.
All right.
And so, no, it was just too much to do. We took the engine out that we raced last month. And as you can see, there's a few things you have to disconnect.
A couple of items.
And I put that engine in, got it running. It has 2 hours of run time on it, so it's not even broken in. And just after we got it up here, the noise surfaced, and it's really strange. So something's either going south fast, or Just completely weird. I have no idea what it is.
All gears?
It's a gear noise, yeah.
In all gears?
No, it doesn't matter whether it's in gear or neutral.
Oh.
It does it in all 5 speeds. So.
Bummer.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether the rear wheel's moving or not. It does it. It only does it from about 1,800 RPM to about 3,000 RPM, and it quits below that, and above it quits. So it's really kind of strange to judge what it might be. I'm gonna go. I've got the manual, and I've been inside, so I'm gonna go look through the manual and try and second guess it. So.
I wonder if it's a bushing.
It could be a bushing if the bushing came loose from the case, but I can't remember a bushing being in there. But that's the noise that a bushing makes, like a throb bearing bushing.
Yeah.
The needle bearing that goes on the nose of the tranny. That's the exact same noise it makes when that bearing goes bad or comes loose from the flywheel. It rattles around in there only at certain times. Clutch fully engaged, it doesn't do it.
Throw bearing.
Yeah, so this has a hydraulic with a ball bearing type throb bearing, and it shouldn't go bad, but it doesn't matter whether we're clutch in or out, it makes a noise.
Turbocharged or not, you take that pipe off that power right in the toilet immediately. You can't believe the difference that makes. It's just a direct zone tractor motor. You know, piston port type, you know, just old theory, really.
Partner there said that you are sponsored by
Actually, we're looking for some support from Skidoo that looks like it's inevitable, and that's the reason. We've been running Polaris engines because we've been running this sled forever.
big cross
We could exit. Well, you know, we went to work for Polaris and they said, oh, God, that's really neat. You know, we're interested. And so we sent back the world record 2 years in a row and said, look what we've done to this engine. And they say, gee, that's neat. Is there a wrench still laying on there?
Yeah. Under the trailer.
Underneath it?
Yeah.
From undoing the strap? Did you leave it right under there?
Yeah.
Thank you. Get it out. Sure you didn't.
There's always the little details.
Pardon?
Snap on.
All right, it's a Jippo.
Well,
That's kind of used
the
there.
snapping over, I said it was mine.
Don't, the pop-offs stay in the shop. Don't bring them out here. Other than I did bring my ratchet because I like that with my serpent. Generally don't bring the snap-offs. But anyway, Polaris wasn't all that excited. They figured that you know, they're plenty popular enough and got enough draw and all that. So big deal. It isn't going to help us sell snowmobiles, and Skidoo's really interested. They said, hey, really?
Well, they make one horsepower.
They
boxes out of your way?
have the best.
No, you know, you guys will be here the next couple of days, right?
Yep. Now the rest of it.
I'll get you when it's full of salt.
Okay, it shouldn't be here till Saturday, so it'll be all white in there.
Yep.
And we'd like to.
All
In
the
fact,
salt.
they've got their new engine, the new 500cc class, which is a class down there. That's a really rocking motor. We'd like to have one of those to run next
Larry,
year.
you need to check out that black Studebaker.
Got some vintage rubber on this thing, don't you?
Excuse me?
Got some vintage rubber on this thing.
Yeah, it's a vintage car too.
Yeah. How old is it?
Yeah, this thing's made back in the 60s. Of course, we modified it again.
Uh-huh.
but
We don't want to
try and make them more realistic.
He's another hurricane.
They want some of them forward, some of them are fine, some of them are, you know. That's for the high buck guys.
Here's how I told
You know,
him.
it puts the regular guy racer clear out of the ballpark because he can't afford the damn double turbo charge, double throw down hoo-yah thing, you know.
We're not ready for one of those.
You guys haven't used one of these, they got 20 records.
Sounds like what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's like I told Marty, I said, send a deal out. Everybody, what class of painter?
That's what's being happened.
Bring them back in, we'll send them out for the whole membership, and they can vote on it.
I'm not
That's
sure,
what
but
it
we
should be.
need one. I think.
What's that?
Throw down thing here.
We're definitely in need of a double hoot-on throwdown thing.
You're right.
Well, you know, they only come up with
I'd love to see that record, so I can run on
They already set the record. But another record shouldn't be set off of his.
You had to have some basis.
Where's your problem?
It's called a double throwdown.
That's right.
We got a lot of low buck racers out there. I'd like to have something to go shoot at.
Here's some money for a down payment on one of those. Because I want to order one. We need one? We haven't been doing so good lately.
I'll take it.
We haven't been doing so good lately. We could use a double thing.
Thing is, you know, I go into this place, the place is down to 6
Okay.
Hey, you got to put a toast thing for your gas pedal too.
Return deal?
You know, things so you can pull it back.
Okay,
Total.
Very few people have.
And hey, that was required back when you ran this.
That's the year it was made. I have a 53. I don't even wear it anymore, so. Ours are still fairly good shape.
Oh, it's down in here?
Yeah, that's nice.
Well, I just want to make sure it doesn't fall off in the head. That's all I want to see.
It's got a nice little hold down on it. It's got a lawnmower battery in it. If it did hit you, it wouldn't hurt you very bad.
Hey, go talk to Kenny Lyon.
Yeah, go talk to Kenny Lyon about a battery.
Did he eat one?
He ate one.
He hit one of the little motorcycle.
How did it taste?
Not
good.
That cranks this over? That's amazing.
That would have to get out of there. I suppose it could. Knock the holes in this.
Yeah, pick a clamp, pick the clamp, and you get a spell out. No, I just found that clamp. Oh. And then I just cut it off. And I just took a little mill and milled a little spot in it. Put the tongue here. There's one back here. So there's one for the engine. There's 10 in the driving compartment and 5 on the engine.
What's the record you get all back there?
They're going to Bastion.
Oh, no, that's his name. I never knew his name.
Yeah.
It's open right now.
Remember, I was trying to. Does that mean that there's no record? It's open.
Yeah.
And there's a record. Oh, there is. Is this one? Is this slightly over 200? Oh, guy John, whatever it was. Yeah.
Goodman.
Oh, Goodman just said it.
Yeah.
It's 2.7 or
204 in fuel, 205.
Okay.
4 runs.
And Bill Summers before that was right.
So it's like 207 now or 204? Slightly over 200.
Yeah.
A smidgen.
A tad.
I think it's going to be illegal next year, so you'll have to replace it. What do you want? Well, they come
Simpson's got it,
with a...
and Repcor. Simpson and Repcor, the only two companies that have it.
It'll go 12.4.
They tell us they really do well.
0 to 60 and 4.3.
That's fast.
For 3 beers. Went 169, 170.
I've got,
Oh, it does?
See, there's a vent, watch your head, Bill.
Okay.
It's got vents, so it comes out like that.
Okay, so theirs going this way.
Yeah, it comes out this way. So fire, when they have a fire, and we've had fires on our other car, the fire all comes out here and burns the shit out of this area right
Did
here.
the fire extinguisher system work good then?
Yeah.
Put it out?
Yeah, but we didn't have burn down tubes on that car 1 year. It's a big block Chevy, and we burned a piston in it, and it blew all the motor. Now it dumps it out back here.
You didn't have what kind of tubes?
Burn down tubes. You know,
What's that?
tubes to vent all the oil blow by out,
Oh.
out behind the car. That's what stops the fire. If you don't get the oil over everything, there's nothing to burn.
Did you stay in this time?
If you're careful, I will.
I'm not sure.
Well, you know what I'm saying. No, I mean, that's the way it should be. And a guy who comes out twice a year, that'll be the back. Like cook, that'll be the back. That's what they need to be.
Yeah.
We don't have to get gas.
So, well, we. Okay.
You don't have to start jerking, I can see it.
No, you leave this. No, you leave it in. You leave it in and just sort of force pull it back out. A little trick there.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Yeah. Yeah. What I worry about, I've got a set of these. Me and Lingo, I built the first ones out here in '75, and I built them dead out of like air compressor tank ends so that they're perfectly round. And then I built a set out of Mitchell. Remember Mitchell? That made motorcycle spinal. They look just like this, and they would never let us run them. What I was afraid of on this, if it gets sideways, it's going to dig in. So what we ended up thinking about doing was just taking flat metal, putting it in here like 70 thousandths, and just going like that.
Yeah.
Just concave a big donut on there, or a big washer, so that it can't get this, can't dig in.
Yeah.
That's what they were. That's more anything else than turbo. Yeah, we ran them out here in our streamline, me and Roger in '75. they're going to tear up the court. We let them all meet. We never even knew it until we got done. We took the nose off. Boy, God, you should have heard the flack I got on that deal. Oh, I mean, Bruce Johnson and Dolan and Higby. Oh, you can't do this. You can't do that. They're not engineered. Well, the first pass on them was like 280 or something.
What motors do you have in it?
Turbocharged 370-inch big block. That's how when we ran it. I got all those records with it, El Mirage and everything, the Streamliner. We made them 22 inches. We found a guy down there in LA that spun aluminum tanks.
Oh.
We just bought we did them in the garage, man, and on a brake drum lathe. I mean, they were homemade.
That's homemade.
Yeah. I mean, and ours had a weld down the middle of them. They had a piece down the middle.
Two halves
There were
together.
two halves together. We welded it up, put a hub in it, and then we spun it, and then I had pins, 1-inch pins welded in like 6 places. We figured, okay, we had to. It gave it some, because they were 21. I'd love to run them on the front of my Opel, but shit, you know.
A lot of weight.
And then I need 10 pound. Is this 10 pound?
Yeah, it's 10 pound.
This is what I need.
I'm getting new 10 pounders too.
Are you?
The rag over the carburetor makes you run a little rich.
Okay.
Running a bit fat, eh?
Got the rag on there?
That's why it sounded so Well, once you get in, it's hard to crawl out and just become a stupid rag out of the carburetor.
Did you shoot?
Not today, I don't need them. I gotta get that stuff
Better one, we change the release. We change the what you call release on it.
The whole damn car is illegal.
It is through the end of this season. Chuck and Brad.
You're just trying to cheer him up, eh?
Yeah.
They want to x-ray the front axle, but I'm going to tell you something. Hey, Freddie, I'm going to tell you something I found, too. Scary as shit, right? We put the 370 in and ran it just to make sure so we could run it up here.
Yeah.
Okay. I ran it, and we ran it for a while, and everything was fine. No leaks, no fuel leaks. Okay? We took it to $5,000, and the main fuel line from the pump
This one here.
to the thing, when it was an Earl's
started
line
leaking?
leak. Okay?
Oh,
We
you got
fixed the line and we put an Aero Clip line on it. It fixed it. We then took it to $8,000 and the main line from the pump to the fuel filter leak. Both Earl's lines. So I'm telling you guys, I don't know how you can do that, but that's something, if you can tell an Earl's line from the outside. I think this is an Earl's line, but it's a no pressure line. I wouldn't let the guys run on the pressure system. That's just, hey, it scared the shit out of us. We're running in the shop, we have no leaks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Granted, we had about 60 pounds of fuel pressure, which you're going to get when you do that, right?
Yeah.
But it was there.
They're supposed to take a lot more than 60 pounds.
Yeah, you got that right. But I was there holding it, and the next thing I know, I got a handful of fuel, and then I really had a handful of fuel. So I thought, oh boy, time out.
What's this one, the 300 incher?
That's a 255.
255.
Yeah.
You got to change your designation there then.
Well, yeah. Hey, we got to pull that off.
Yeah.
I mean, this was dry. We didn't get. We were kind of late. You can see the dike. We'll get that fixed.
Just a little.
This is a E-blown gas.
Have you had Chuck tucked in the car yet?
No, he's right there if you want to stick him in there.
Okay, yeah, gonna have to stick him in. Fire suit up. Helmet, pants, and jacket. You don't have to put the fire boots on. Restraints.
You got to remember he's getting old. It's a little tough.
Yeah.
Old and slow, huh? You say you didn't have to put the gloves and boots on, or?
Not the, no.
Yeah, I'm sizing you up. That's good, Freddie. Take a little time off now, huh?
I'm burned out, man.
I bet you are, kind of. You just drove up from right from El Mirage, didn't you?
Well, I came up with Ken.
Oh,
Milwaukee, I'm helping him out.
Oh, well, you inspected Mirage last weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, I was out there, and then I went home, and then was down at his house at 4:30 the next morning.
Oh, yeah. So you've been, yeah.
Then we got here about 5:30 yesterday.
Yeah. We could have come in, but we decided, hell, we make it kind of easy.
Yeah.
I'll show you the receipt, so you see it on the bottom.
Come out with boys and play. Then I can write down.
Well, we've been keeping your... No, I don't have, my car's not together yet. It'll be next year.
Set
before
the
I
record
have my car
in
together.
Speed Week, and then we'll set the record.
You want the helmet on?
Sunday.
Well, no, not till I get down in it. Okay.
Dragging that thing around anymore.
This is what you call putting 5 pounds of shit in a 2-pound bag right here.
Thanks a lot.
I thought it was 10 pounds in a 5 pound.
That's a blivet. That's a erase type thing, right?
Yeah. Then we'll get this stuff out, and we'll get all this stuff handled out of the way.
I didn't think
You want your glasses off? Yeah, you don't need it. Yeah. He can go blind. I got him.
Yeah.
Oops. You don't need to see the drive.
If you can believe it, Georgie, I can get back in there again because I've lost weight.
On cars will
Can you get in, Tim? Yeah, I can now.
Oh, no. No way.
Yeah.
We told him to go get a second move on. We made a list of everything.
You want the seat belts on, Freddie?
Yeah, they want the seat belts.
Yeah, everything. Just
Yeah,
like you're going to be driving, all the restraint systems. And snug them down so...
Put your arm restraint on and get you in the car.
Sure. How much you want on me? Just the
Just the
arm
arm
restraint?
restraint and the jacket.
I don't know. He's here somewhere.
There's Doug and Foster. Why the hell you guys would want to get in? Masonry business. That's a customer.
That's Mike, you want.
He basically just wants to be
Put the other one across the top.
Go ahead. We don't have just a jacket.
It's one piece, so.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
You want the whole thing?
Well, you got your arm restraints on there, or are they separate?
I've got two kinds. It's got the one sewed into the suit. I like to use the other ones. They're separate.
Okay.
Follow what I mean?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and put that on? So if I tighten it up like this, I'm okay,
Well,
right?
as long as this can't come out here, because I'll tell you.
He's going to want you to put them on.
Okay, here's what happened last time. You're the Hindenburg crash of that car.
We had a lot of work.
He had the same deal, similar to what you have. His hand came out like this, the door's gone. And, I mean, you know, I can't say it's going to happen to this one, but take your watch off and see what happens. All this has to be is long enough to reach here. Well, shorten it up then. And I think your best deal would be next year, just go from here, just get a custom-made net, and you can hook it right in. All the way around? All the way around the door. Yep. Yep. I'd even go clear down to here.
Well, you never know.
It can be forward.
I'm not trying to pick on anybody. I just want to keep your arm on your body.
I don't want to
Stupid things happen.
Hey, this life deal here, does this plug in like this? I didn't hear how it needed later.
So now it's like
Yeah, you can't try to get, I mean, basically right now you want to try to break, yeah. See, because I mean,
Yeah, it's yeah. You
I mean that thing just went up and just. I mean, it fell over on this door and it was gone.
These wouldn't stay on very long.
Well, yeah, of course that didn't stay on very long.
We got water, right? Right. Sight gauge for the oil. There's gonna be a flash point. Where's the flash point? Roll on it, drop it all in. Around. We're halfway up.
There's not enough room here for y'all to park.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck? We got 12 million miles that ain't even crowd in here. Move on the other side.
And I can't get through if you're here.
Hey, they said they expand the head, so you go this way, just keep going down that way. You can go outside that road. You don't have to get inside the road. We've already talked about it. Oh, yeah? They've already started out here on the other side.
Yeah,
Go right down there.
All
right, we'll try to get next to Market Road is what we're trying to do. Let us go that way and get the truck through here. Okay? Well, unbelievable. 342 is 4, that's 4.
Really?
Yeah, we're living every little mile. Shit, I wish I got that.
I wanted to hear that rush.
I wish I'd have got them. I'm trying to speak.
drive lines. And somebody went in there, and once you turn it off, you got it down so that you can't pull on the toggle again. That's what happened. Yeah, yeah.
I just need to get my truck through here between the awning and the... Well, we're going to pull up. Got your ball.
What are you working on? Custom pipe, huh? On harness?
Bring the teardrop?
Huh?
Did you bring the teardrop?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right at Road's End. You bet. You must know from previous years.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Very
Good. Is that what you're saying, or you just brought it for fun?
Well, no, that's where I always stay. That's
Okay.
my mobile home.
Cool.
Are we being recorded here?
I don't know, I've gotten you about 6 times.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do that this way.
That's why
Paid for coming up here.
carry over to
It's better.
That's in there, huh?
I wouldn't mind seeing stuff like this all day.
Boy, let me get an extra handheld.
First off, we'd like to start off and have Ed Trade up lead us in a little prayer. The reason I was asked to do this was at the last meet there was some magical things happening in our pit. And you get a chance, ask Rick Vesco about these magical divine happenings in our pits over there. So anyway, let's bow our heads in prayer. The racers, the mechanics, Heavenly Father, guide them in their duties today. Give them a safe and pleasant and an enjoyable, memorable time. Welcome everybody. I'd like to say that we had this weather all planned and everything. It's going to be 71, 72, should be great. I looked at the long-range forecast. Everything looks absolutely fantastic for the next 4 days. Right after driver's meeting, you can go down the stage. You'll go right down. We'll form 2 lines, okay? It's the gentleman down there will be down there to get you staged up. We'll let approximately 8 to 10 cars go out on the starting line at a time. Then he'll keep track and he'll just kick you out. Nobody except crew members and stuff beyond or over on the return road side, okay? And we'll have somebody there watching, so we don't want that side to get very crowded. So we'll keep. We're going to be monitoring that a little bit. Every once in a while, it gets to be a bigger spectator side on that side than it does on the spectator side, which is 3.5 miles down here. The warm-up area is drug right over along the dike right there. It'll be dike. It's approximately a half a mile long, and it's just strictly to start the car and warm the car. It's not to throttle on or anything else. Well, all the throttle runs are done down the race course. Okay? Everybody understand that okay? It's just strictly to start your car, warm it, whatever you need to do. We'll let everybody after this meeting too. We welcome everybody to take a trip down the course, look at it, see basically what we have down there and everything else. And in fact, is at 7 o'clock every morning. If you want to drive the course, you have that. 7:30. I'm sorry, you have that opportunity. Okay, and when you do drive the course every morning, if you see any FOD on there, foreign objects or anything, pick them up off the course for us. Okay. Standard procedure, normal turnouts to the right, which is the return road side. Emergency turnout, if you have a problem, lost parts or whatever, turn off to the left, which is the timing stand side. Timing stand's on this side of the course, return road's on that side of the course. Impound area. If you
Run through that one more time, Larry. I got confused.
Okay, just if you're going down the course, normal turnouts to the return road side, which is to the right. If you're headed this way, left, you turn off to the left if you have an emergency. Even coming back on records, you still turn off to the timing stand side. Okay, everybody understand that?
So you got to go all the way back around the course to get your timing slip?
No. If you have an emergency, yeah. You know, you're not even going to go around the course. You're going to come back to the pits. Okay? And then we'll get a time. We can get a timing slip stand. That's no big, you know.
What constitutes an emergency?
Pardon?
Or what constitutes an emergency?
A loss of parts, you know.
Okay.
You'll know what happens up here.
Somehow it's better to go off to the left, yeah.
If shit starts happening, and you know you got an emergency, okay?
That's not an emergency.
The tire blows out on the left side, you'll probably go there.
If you happen to spin the car out, we want you to bring it back over to the inspection area here and have them just take a quick look at it, make sure everything's okay. Everybody understand that? Okay. Impound, if you think you've qualified for a record and on your timing slip stand, the impound area is at the timing slip stand. Either Gordon Hoyt or Don Cash, who runs the stand, will sit you there. Your situation is on the impound, you have 15 minutes to either drop the water, drop the oil, whatever you want to do. Then you have to leave the impound area. We'll give you an hour before time to come back, do the work on your car, whatever you need to do, change the plugs, you know, that type of stuff. And then we'll take you down the other end and we'll bring you back in the same order you qualified.
7 lanes out here, they're 40 feet wide. Lane 7, and they're all marked at the starting line and at the return end. Lane 7 is for alloy tires only. They have their own lane this time so we can evaluate the situation. Lane 1 and 2 are brand new lanes. They were just graded after Speed Week. It's going to be very important for you to stay in the lane that you choose. Even if you do not start in the particular lane you want, we need to have you tell the starter what lane you're in so that if you do have an emergency problem, you drop your crankshaft out or something like that, we will know where to go look for it. When you go out and drive this course, you're going to see how wide it is. It's 240 feet wide. It's about a football field. So for us to find parts, it's going to be up to you to help us. The mile markers are 1 through 6. The 7th mile is an F for finish. Once you go by the finish sign, the F sign, it's pretty much muddy down there. So don't go past it very far. You're going to get your truck stuck, your car stuck, whatever. The chutes are going to be out at the 5 mile in both directions, whether it's down run or return run. It's mandatory. We've got crews to chase you down. As you well know, they'll be there if you've got a problem, but we need you to get your chute out and turn off immediately as soon as you can. And please clear the course as far as you can. Try to get to that return road. As you well know, there's nothing worse sitting in your car waiting for somebody to get off the course. It happens every time. Every year, every meet it happens. At the 3.5 mile is where the timing wires for our timing slip stand go across the track. So at the 3.5 is where you'll pick up your timing slips. And we have wires running over there. So when you do your turnouts, please try to not go across those wires at the 3.5. Try to make it either before or coast a little further and turn out after that. We would appreciate that. The mile boards right now, they are 6 feet tall and 4 feet wide. They are huge. If you can't see them, we will pay for an eye exam. When you go into the 2 mile, that's when you start your timing. The top of the board on the 2 mile has a big blue stripe across the top. Same with the 5th mile when you go out. That's your entrance and exit of the timing zone. You will be timed for 3 miles and you will get a timing slip or a 1/4 mile time also. There is no exit terminal velocity speed trap at this meeting. This channel 3 CB issue is very important for you crew members. We don't only want you to report problems with your car, but if you see anything out here, I don't care if it's in the pits or where you are, each and every one of you has to help us in emergency situations. If you see spectators or motorcycles or anything going across the course, just get on the air and tell them where the problem, identify yourself, tell them where the problem is, and we'll shut the meet down so that we can take care of that. Please help us in that respect. It's very important. Again, our primary channel is channel 3, and if somebody starts stepping on that channel, we will switch to 1, but the starter will keep you guys informed on what's going on. The race can run, we're on FM radio, so the race can run without the CBs, but it's important for you, the crew member, to be able to get your time and know where your car's turned out or if he's had a problem, where to find him, etc. In the morning at 7:30, I'm going to be on the starting line. Anybody that wants to take a course sweep and inspect the track, be right with me. We'll make a quick trip down. We'll go clear to the 7. We're going to turn out and return on the return road side so we can get racing started by 8 o'clock. If you've got any questions after that, or you see a problem that I don't see in the track that we need to identify, we'll take care of it at that time. If for any reason you feel that your car does not handle properly on this racetrack, it's your option to just go home. We've had some spins during Speed Week and complaints about the track, but there's like 70 records set, so there's a lot of good, fast cars out there that are stable. I don't see a problem myself with the racetrack at this point. Save the salt. The Bureau of Land Management is going to be out here today to talk to us. Supposedly they have signed an agreement with Riley to put back salt on the salt flats. We don't know the exact details. Anyway, we will make an announcement tomorrow.
Spots out there that are bad or soft?
Yes, there is one. In lane 1, which would be closest one to us here, at the 6.5 mile, there's about a 10-foot muddy hole. I think hitting at speed would be no problem, but when we were towing our truck and it wants to fall in the hole, but you'll see it this morning when you take the crews down there. It's really not a big issue, but take a peek at it anyway.
I think it's a good change that they tied loads down with on trucks.
Yeah, but that
Use the chain binders with. You're not going to break those either.
What you need is to go up to Reno Salvage and get one of the chains I saw up there. They must come out of it. Destroy your escort.
7 lanes.
This old boy that just got in that pickup there. He sat at the table with us last year, that buffet. He made the 200 club in 57.
Oh, Dick made it 62.
Now he's
2 mountain lanes are the long course, if you're going to run the long course. The one that's closest to the mountains is a little bit rougher than the one that isn't.
but make up your own mind. 1 and 2 are the long course.
But they still got the window sticker in that Seville, and they're going to run it. Brand new car. Here's what it looks like. Spin around.
coming down there? 65?
Not bad, 65.
You got that?
Been coming out here for 5 years. That's the first time they've had a spin right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Do you remember the Roadster last year? Did you get that one? I got it.
Huh.
I should show you the tape, but I didn't bring it with me. He was out there, but I was zoomed on him. I had him.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one, I just picked him up just as he started to slide. You know, I was too far to the left, and I kept on panning, you know, to find him.
Where's he at?
And then I found him, and then he was sideways.
Well, what I usually do is I'll pick up a truck across the way and just sit there and wait for him to cross my view and then follow him. That's the only way I can do it.
What kind of zoom you got on there? What are you working with?
It's just 10.
10, huh?
Well, I got what you got without anything extra.
Yeah, it's not enough. You know, I think 30 is about right.
Yeah. Well, I bought me last year I had a lot of glare, so I bought a diffuser.
Yeah.
And I hope that'll help. I don't know if it will or not. It should fix up this glare.
I was debating to switch batteries. You know, when it was 1.5, and I said no, I'm gonna get this run. Yeah, he smoked the engine.
Big time.
I got it. You want it? I know. What the hell? He lost the wheel.
I'm standing there looking down the track.
I'm watching him, and I'm not seeing him, and he's losing the wheel. No.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw it, but we didn't record it. I'm going to have to fire you, you know it.
Yes, he is. Now he's slowing down.
He's upside down. He is a part.
Did you get it?
Got it.
I missed it.
He's spinning. He's upside down. He is a part.
Get it?
He's spinning. He's upside down. He is a part. He's spinning. He's upside down. He is a part. He's spinning. He's upside down. He is a part.
Get it?
Got it.
The registration center, I seen very young go by with a van and a trailer, and I thought maybe that's where you were headed was to go down and pick it up, but I haven't heard anything from the registration center. Let me see if I can pick up somebody on the FM radio and ask them. Hold on a second.
And then
Well, we need to go at least another 6 to 8 inches.
yeah.
Okay, that's all we need to go. I'll check that a little bit later. We got it up there. We can take it from here.
Messed it up some, huh?
A little bit. Little Bondo. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gary, I'm just these were yours too. Yeah, he's right here.
You know, I like the before pictures a lot better.
Yeah, we did too. Oh well.
That thing?
Only riding style, huh?
I don't know.
All right. Axle's still in it. Must have shared, pulled apart.
Quarter-mile away, eh?
That's some guy says, 2/10 off the course.
Yeah, I hope we can. We're to find somebody else to put in it. I think that's my last thing. Well, I get you back off a little bit. I just like this one horse here. All right. I went over and looked at Mark's, and then he came like this. He couldn't get out the side, but he could come up above. And I'm looking at it like this.
Yeah, I do. I remember you guys cut me out, but you just kind of faded in and out. And I remember going on the helicopter.
One big plate over it.
Oh, sure.
Are you going to be able to use the motor shield?
Brackets on the front will help them. I can see how stuff is
How did the chute come out?
Remember what you asked? How come they let the car run down there?
What? I mean, who cares if it's coming from the front?
Without knowing, that's a dangerous car. You're right. So how can they let it go down?
See the problem? Well, the problem is they don't give a shit. All you is in the house.
I bet you check. Cow.
Somebody down there said the whole car was 5 feet in the air, airborne. But I don't know. Everything was going on so quick.